I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. But I'm not happy. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. But I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel.
Well, that's what it seems we are. Not finding you, though I have searched so far. The way we tweet out loud means you can hear me just like I can hear your sound. Like we're alone together.
Okay. Oh, this is kind of frustrating. I feel like they took all the other toys away. A little confused. I mean, maybe it wasn't the best out of all the 8 days, but it was better than socks, right? It have to have been better than socks. Oh no, I was worse than socks. This is not okay. Oh, so frustrating. I should have expected this. I really should have. You know, there were Connect sets. There was, oh my God, was there a waffle maker? Did Mike get a waffle maker for Hanukkah? I can never be a waffle maker.
Yeah, no, but I understand. We've been going over this for about a week now. You wanted to get my professional opinion as a gift giver, and look, I get where you're coming from. In my line of work, it's the wooden train. You always see that, in the movies and cartoons. Those they love making the wooden train. Not a single kid's ever happy to get the wooden train. That doesn't mean that wooden train's not important. Okay, you still have worth.
Thank you. That really does mean a lot. I feel like when people reflect to you that you're worthless, that you become worthless.
Well, that's valid. That's a valid. Trust me. All I do is give things away. When it looks worth to me is different than value. All right, everyone has worth, and you, my friend, you may not be the favorite gift, but you still bring something to the table. Literally, you have been brought to the table.
That's true. I have been dunked in latkes a couple times, which, in Mike's own way, I'm going to go ahead and say that feels like it's almost closer to his heart somehow. Just a little bit.
I don't know Mike personally, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Mike's a great kid. He's wonderful. Mike's amazing, He really cares about algebra. And
he's not on my list, so I'm not familiar.
Sure, I understand. He's really advanced for his age. He's already studying algebra. He's already studying biology. But he's afraid because he's with a bunch of older kids. They bumped him up from middle to high school. It's a lot.
Sounds like a lot. How old is he?
God, he's about 13.
Okay, so here's part of the problem is at that age, you actually probably are a little worthless. You shouldn't be playing with toys like you mean, but this is why he's getting bullied.
I know, you're right. He would never bring me to school. There's no chance. He would never let his friends see me.
Wait, okay, well, once again, I feel like you're making this about you, and this is textbook abusive relationship. You are putting all of your value on his thoughts about you and none of them on yourself.
Do you think that me and Mikey are in an abusive relationship?
Yes, and I think you're the abuser.
I never thought about that. I don't know. He seemed like such a good kid. I didn't think he could do something like that. He just seemed so pure.
Well, once again, I don't believe he has done anything. I'm accusing you of making this all about yourself, as evident by the fact that when I accuse you of making this about yourself, you continue to blame him.
Oh gosh, it's a pattern of behavior. You're right. I can't stop myself sometimes. It's been like this every time though. His parents just keep rewrapping me and re-giving me to Mikey every single Hanukkah. I'm the toy that is always re-given.
Wait, so they steal you from him and then wrap you in paper and then give you back to him. How long has this been going on?
Ever since he was 7.
So 6 years, you say 13, 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never noticed once.
Okay, see, there's where I'm a little confused. Okay, I see everything, right? I know who's good and who's bad, but
yeah,
I don't really understand how a kid can be advanced enough to be put into algebra and chem classes at a high school level and be so stupid as to not realize he's unwrapped, I mean, no offense, you, for the past 6 years.
It's not an intelligent thing. It's just that he never cared about me enough to really register me as a gift.
No, it's an intelligence thing. It is definitely, there's an element of intelligence to recognize.
Sorry, I'm just a train, I'm not great when it comes to mental things. I just kind of move forward.
And now in retrospect, I feel like my train metaphor for the gifts that we make is, and Christmas was a poor choice because you are also a train. So I see how that also could have contributed to the confusion. All right, look, you know what? Let's against my better instincts, let's dive a little bit deeper into you. Don't thank me.
Okay.
So I I need you to describe your accessories. What else do you bring with you besides just an engine?
Well, there's a little wooden hitch that always attaches to my back, and I can use that for a caboose that no one's ever bought.
Okay, do you have a track?
You know what? There is one track piece.
Okay,
Just
so he's been
vertical.
getting the same train that's just an engine and a single track piece for 6 years. No, this is definitely an intelligence thing. Is he okay?
I mean, I don't think he's that. I think he's okay in some ways, as much as any kid can be okay dealing with being put in high school so early. I'm sure he misses his friends.
Huh. Okay. So you know what? Can you tell me more about his day-to-day activities? Does he have an actual school that he goes to?
Yeah, he goes to Peterson,
Okay,
Peterson High School.
Peterson High School. All right. So he's a normal, accelerated child who has failed to notice a single recurring poor quality Hanukkah gift over the past 6 years that has led you to devalue yourself and wonder why you're unloved.
Yeah.
Have you considered going elsewhere?
I only have one piece of track.
Okay, yeah, that's like a metaphor for your entire existence, isn't it? Really? I mean,
Right? And a hitch that I could never hitch anything to.
we'll tackle one problem at a time. And first, what can you do this year to make yourself memorable when he gets back?
Oh, that's a great question. Never thought about that before. Maybe I could get a little bit like a new paint job. My paint's really old and I don't feel like it really reflects how it used to look. Could maybe add a coat of lacquer.
That's
Maybe-
certainly an option.
Maybe I could put a Pokemon symbol on me or something, or like Ben 10, I don't know.
You know what? Again, we make wooden trains, so I'm not really on the pulse of things either. I let the parents handle the expensive gifts with the X Station Box 10, all that nonsense.
Those always seem fun.
I wouldn't know. What I think we need to focus on is not necessarily painting your outside. I want you to paint your inside. I want you to feel like the toy that saved Hanukkah. Sorry, of course it happened. I want you to feel like the toy that saved Hanukkah. And if you can radiate that glow and find that inner value,
Yeah.
I truly believe that next year, when this inevitably happens again to this very unintelligent child who is somehow advanced in mathematics, he will remember you. And he'll think, that's the same train I got last year. And I don't think he'll value you, but I think it'll help break the cycle.
What'll happen after the cycle's broken, though? I don't know what that could mean for me. I've never had any other kind of life.
You know what? I don't know. We only got one piece of track to take. We got to take this life one track at a time.
Thanks for visiting me.
You hired me. I'm expecting payment.
I know. Sometimes I try and forget the part where I pay you money and I just kind of think of you as a friend.
Not sometimes, every time. And again, I stress, you are not to call me on my personal cell phone. We are not friends. I am here to offer therapy and advice, and the rate is $85 an hour.
You want to go bowling on Tuesday?
I do not want to go bowling with you. I've established this multiple times. The extent of our relationship as toy expert therapist and Pardon, this is your language, not mine, crappy trainer.
It's just that we could get cheese dogs, or corn dogs, or other kinds. Or maybe hot dogs. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I appreciate you coming anyway every year. You're really reliable.
Well, I'll tell you what. If nothing else, be a good train this year. And maybe next year, after Hanukkah,
Yeah?
for Christmas, you might get a little package that has an extra piece of track and something to go on that lonely hitch. But only if you accept Jesus as your Christ and Savior.
I've really been thinking about it.
It's vital. It's the deal. If you want good toys, you gotta love Jesus.
You know, I've been an agnostic toy for a really long time. I didn't know if a God could exist in a world like this. That kept bringing me to the same kid over and over again. It's just when you don't feel like you have value or worth, where do you go?
To church. To church.
I've always wanted to take a look.
Well, I was going to bring you that present, but you knocked over the menorah and burned the house down, didn't you?
I really made a choice.
Yep, you sure did. I understand that you broke the cycle, but this is not how I intended it to happen.
Quails. That's what it seems we are. Not finding you, though I have searched so far. The way we tweet out loud means you can hear me just like I can hear your sound. Like we're alone together.
Oh my goodness. That was a great show. Cozi, Orlen, Jason Wayne Christensen. I said both their names wrong.
No.
I said both their names wrong.
Wrong, but it was
Got them
perfect.
both so terribly wrong.
Nope.
Yep. After that amazing set, you took my spelling right out of my brain. I was laughing so hard. I'm so sorry
Thank
about
you.
that. Yo.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my god, yeah, thank you for being here. For sure. We're off screen, but is it cool if we chat a little bit? Is that cool with you guys?
Of course.
Huzzah!
Oh, you guys, that was so funny. Yeah, Venmo Pack Theater AC Improv, because that was I was in the Christmas spirit. I am I am in the Christmas spirit now after that set. Holy crud. Thank you so much for putting on that red shirt. I really do appreciate you doing that, Jason.
No problem. It was enjoy it.
Oh my gosh. How do you feel? Tired. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, that was super fun. I felt like I got a little bit of good sad in there and some good metaphors, which is really all I'm ever after.
Burning down the house. That's one of my go-to ways I always want to end a scene is oh, we burn it all down, or oh yeah, I a lion attacked you and you died. That's just if there's a happy ending, I want there to be a twist.
That's fun. I never think of that. It's a good call.
If anybody has any questions, please pop them in the chat. Is there anything before we go any further? Is there anything that you guys have going on? Anything on the docket of before 2020 ends, that you're doing, or even after 2020, shows or anything?
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. So I of course do the Cyber Jam every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific. On the PAX Twitch channel, so come do some improv online if you would like, because it's super fun. And I also am doing Crash This Party again, which is really a nice feeling to bring it back.
Yeah.
We're going to have our 8 years of Crash This Party in January, our 150th show, which
Holy
is
crap.
crazy to me. And it's
That's
going to
so
be really
weird.
fun. We got some really great acts. Excited for it.
Dude, Cozy, you're in Dalai Lama and Crash That Party, and they're both like the long, like two of the oldest teams. You guys are strong. I don't know if.
Yeah, Sweet Dalai Lama has hosted Crash This Party for a while now, and
Oh,
we're
right.
like
Okay,
one of
yeah.
the oldest teams out there, which is always a really good feeling. I think we're as a team we like recently hit 8 or 9 years, and it's really fun to be playing with these people for so long. It's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
And I got dub set going, which is super fun too.
Yeah. Yeah, Dubset started up and that works so perfectly. I've even like whenever people are like, "Oh, like what's a cool short form game that works?" I'm just like, "You can't do this because there's a team doing it." But like if I ever like I want to like tell them like, "Oh man, you really missed the boat, but it's gone now because this team's doing it, so you can't do it."
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like in some ways I like the idea of teams doing my forums because then those forums get to live longer.
Yo, okay. Yeah. Well,
It's like a
then
weird
I'll say
thing.
they can do it from now on. I'll be like,
Yeah,
oh,
tell them they can do it and they can give us credit. That's all I need.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Cause and that's every Sunday too with One Love, right? Or is that when you're doing
That's
it?
every third Sunday.
Third Sunday. Great, cool. Yes, yeah. Good.
For fun.
Good times there. Such a cool team there too.
Thanks.
Jason, anything cool going on, man?
Nope.
Nice. Well, you know what is cool? Your Instagram. Oh, I'll put that in the chat if that's.
It does not get updated. My Twitter maybe, but
Your Twitter. I can put your.
oh
Twitter.
wait, I got something that I've worked on.
Yeah.
Wrestling, pro
nice.
wrestling, where I've been blessed to wrestle a couple of times, is putting together a super shitty homemade feature film comedy parody of like Bloodsport and all those old martial arts things, starring a pro wrestling punk rock nerd and a giant takeout box of Chinese food.
Oh,
And I'm going to
dang.
be in that, and it's going to be real fucking stupid. So people should watch that.
Yeah. Where can we find that?
Whenever it comes out, just check for Wrestling Pro Wrestling social media. I think they're on Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna put that in there. Pro wrestling. Very
Nice.
cool. Let me see. If. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's cool. What is that about? What is it? Is I know that you did the wrestling show at the Pack Theater. Is it linked to any of those dudes?
No, we're kind of two sides of the same coin. We were a comedy show about wrestling. They're a wrestling show that's comedic.
Right.
And so their show is some of their people have come and done our show and vice versa. But
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
their show is an actual wrestling ring. It's wrestling matches. It's insanity, but it's not just big muscle boys fighting. It's also like Sasquatch and the Loch Ness Monster's son.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, that is fun. That is some stuff that I wish normal wrestling would do. Where like, why isn't the devil showing up? Like, why? Like you have the Undertaker, but like, where's the actual devil?
I wrestle as a dwarf wizard, Tim Conway dwarf style, with large fake feet on my knees.
Oh my god, I love that.
Amazing.
That's so dope. That reminds me of a friend showed me recently of the Shrek musical. Have you ever seen the Shrek musical?
I've
They-
heard a lot.
Yeah, the Shrek music. They the way they do what is his name? The bad guy, Alphonse. I forget his name.
Lord Farquaad?
Lord Farquaad. Thank you. Yeah, right.
Weird that I know that, but yeah.
I think they say it like in a song a million times, but
That's a good
yeah,
point.
they do something similar with Lord Farquaad. It's pretty impressive because he's like dancing, but also he's not moving at all. It's crazy. Google that. Google it. All fear the great Branzino, says Steph.
That's the character that I wrestle as. Yeah.
Well, you got a fan. Shrek.
Yo.
You guys, that was a really. I'm gonna probably post that set. I hope you guys don't mind. Everywhere,
Love it.
everywhere, because that set was filmable. Like seriously.
I'm glad.
I'm telling you, that was a short right there for sure.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I'm so happy it worked out the way it did.
Damn, that was super fun.
It was super fun. Y'all, it's been a blast. Thanks for doing the show.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
having
you for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for watching, everybody. And Venmo Pack-Theater, take classes. Maybe, I don't think the midnight show is happening. Oh my god, I'm not good with names right now.
It's okay. Go sketch yourself. Isn't happening tonight.
It's not happening, right?
Correct.
Right, it's not happening.
That's what we have been told.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's not happening. But keep your ears tabbed to that, because that's gonna be great when it comes back. See you tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye.